Hello, and welcome back to another episode of All the Mods. This is part 37. Last time we built this crafting matrix, which, as you can see, is way larger than it was last episode. Last episode, I'm pretty sure, was just 2 things. I've done quite a bit off camera, so I'll explain all this in just a second. We have 4 episodes left, and we are just about to reach our goal of having all of these different explosive things fully automatic and fully craftable on their own. So we just have Obsidian TNT and the Industrial Craft Dynamite emote, which I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be really, automating it, there we go. That was a really, really long time for me to think of that word. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna be automating that. I guess there's no reason why I shouldn't, so yeah, I'll probably do that in a minute. But anyway, looking at this, you can see I have added quite a bit to this little system. So before we just had these 2 things, now we have all of these. So I've added a bunch more recipes so I can automate things, just craft stuff up. I've used it to automate the 64K storage part, or storage disk thing. So now if I wanted to go into here and search 64, then I can easily just click here and craft that if I wanted to. I'm not going to right now, but I could. It takes about 20 minutes, but I definitely could. And then we have this thing over here. Now, if you watched my Sky Factory series, you might recognize this sort of system. So basically what you do is you go into the pattern grid and you hit processing. Then you put whatever's in here and then whatever's supposed to be produced by that. And then you can make a thing by that. So what I did is I did that, and I put these things in here so that I could have auto smelting inside of my computer. And while it's not exactly the fastest thing in the world, it is definitely useful, so I'm very glad to have that. But yeah, I think today is going to be the day that we finally finish this up, and hopefully we'll even have some episodes to spare. So I guess, let's see, what did I have left? I have the Obsidian TNT, so I need to make those patterns. Is it as simple as just Obsidian and TNT? Yep, that is way simpler than I thought. So I think I have the Obsidian thing already. Yes, I do. So the process thing is just going to go into here, make sure I don't still have processing. Alright, we're good. Put that there, X out of that. And where do I put this? Just here? Sure, there we go. Obsidian TNT, done. Alright, so now we have Industrial Craft Dynamite emote. So if I wanted to automate this, I already have glowstone automated, I have TNT automated. To make this I'd need rubber. I guess I could make rubber, which would need rubber essence, which would mean I'd need to make rubber seeds, which means I need just plastic. That's actually pretty easy to make. So I guess I'm going to need rubber seeds, so that's going to be step 1. Then I'm probably going to need to make copper seeds. Is there any way to make these other than that? I could make a metal former, that could be useful. How do I make that? Coils, basic machine casing, toolbox, which is just bronze item casing around a box. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit of a process to get. So that'll get me the, the copper cables. So then we need to make one of these circuits. I think I'm going to go for, wait for it, the regular old electronic circuit, because that's as simple as making an iron plate, which I believe you can use a block cutting machine, sure, you can make a rolling machine, that's kind of large. You can make a nuclear craft pressurizer, that'd probably work pretty good. There's a bunch of things I could use actually. It'd actually probably be best if I made a compactor for this, because all of the things from industrial craft, or not industrial craft, thermal expansion are pretty good. So I might have to go and make one of these. So then that'll take care of the circuit. And I guess that will be everything. So I guess I need to go get started on making this. Also going to turn these off. Let's go and start by getting the easiest one of these out of the way. That should make the rubber seeds. Perfect. Check that off the list. Now we need copper seeds. I think those might be slightly more complicated. Actually, no, they're the exact same level. Alright, just like that, the metal former is done as well. Check that off the list. And finally, we have the compactor. Now I do need to make a couple upgrades for this, but other than that, we now have everything we need to finish off our crafting stuff. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting in our new harvester. I decided I actually kind of like this 3x3 sort of thing, so that I don't overload the importers or interfaces or whatever they're called. So I'm probably going to keep with that theme. So let's see, I guess let's put this just kind of in the same sort of position as that. So right here, make sure that's on 3x3, show preview. Alright, there we go. So now if I pull this, that should activate that farm. Is that working? I don't think it's working. Oh wait, no, I think it just harvested. Okay, yeah, that's working. So I guess I'll leave that running for a little while. Now we need to set up the other two thingy-mabobbers. Let's start with the compactor, since that should be just the same as whenever I built this thing. So let's put that there, put that there. I need to put the importer on the bottom, I forgot about that. Just gonna have to break a little hole in the floor. Add the upgrades. Oh, make it to level 3. Add some power. And then I need to configure this. So let's see. I think that's all configured correctly. So finally, I need to make the recipes. So what was it that I actually needed to craft for this again? I think it was just iron plates. Then last but not least, we need to set up our final machine, which is not the compactor, the metal former. Wait a second. I may have realized a problem with the metal former. It does not connect to this power source. Maybe it's just got to be connected from a different side or something? Nah, neither of these are connecting to it. I may have messed something up here. It looks like I'm going to have to hook this thing up with its own ultimate solar panel. That is a huge waste of resources, but not much I can do about it. And I believe putting these two things in, if I now go to here and go to Dynamite Emote, I should be able to craft one. Let's look through here. It's not telling me no. So let's see, we have the iron, we have everything we need. Alright, start. Let's see if this actually functions. I'm gonna keep track of the crafting thing just to make sure we're all good. Oh, we have reached a little bit of a problem. I don't know if the compactor is capable of removing things from the stuff, which is not good. Wait, I had it on blacklist. Should that fix the problem? I think that did. So then if I go back into here, I need to change this to whitelist as well. Then let's go over to the thing. Alright, now it's processing. Alright, it crafted. Let's go to here. Do we have a dynamite emote? We do. Alright, so now I can finally, after, what has it been, like 6 episodes, 7 episodes, I believe this is the 7th episode that we spent working on this, I can finally tick off the Industrial Craft Dynamite emote, which means we've actually finished this. We have a fully functioning factory, I'm going to turn this off, but we have a fully functioning factory that crafts powerful explosives, and now we can use them. It always feels weird to get a project done, because then it's finished, and you're like, well, what do I do now? Guess I could test them out. In fact, yeah, let's do that. Let's go to Obsidian TNT, let's just make a bunch of this, like 64, sure. I'm probably going to need to make some speed upgrades for these crafters, but you know what, that is alright. So if everything works... Oh, some zombies here. If everything works how I think it should, I'm going to go far away from anything important. I know the Obsidian TNT isn't that big of an explosion, it's just kinda big. It's about the size of the craftable nuke that you can get in this mod, which isn't very big. The actually big ones are disabled, sadly. But, let's see, if I put this down, I'm just going to put one down for now. Oh, it's raining. Alright, so I have one down. I'm going to put down one of the industrial craft dynamite, just like so. Then I'm going to go with the dynamite emote, right click that. This turned into a missing texture for some reason, not going to question it. I'm going to fly up into the air, and if I right click this, oh, there we go. We can now remotely detonate Obsidian TNT. That's not quite as big of an explosion as I was hoping for, but you know what? Once we start putting a bunch of these together, it'll do a real good amount of damage. In fact, I should probably find a village or something to test this out on. So let's just say that I wanted to put something here and I wanted this house to be gone. it should be as simple as going into here, filling it with obsidian TNT, just kind of place it around. Hopefully these will detonate each other. I don't quite know how close they need to be to each other. I might put down a couple detonator bombs. Oh no, I accidentally threw one. Okay, well, let's test this out. Okay, that lit everything. But is this going to get rid of the whole house? Yes, it is! Okay, that thing just literally disappeared. What is that? An atomic reconstructor. Okay. Apparently that thing is explosion proof. That's kinda neat. But that definitely proves my point. And sadly, just press that. Can't really activate anything if what it's trying to activate isn't there. So yeah, I gotta be a little bit careful whenever I'm remotely detonating explosives. Apparently that can go very wrong very quickly. But you know what? I'm not 100% satisfied. I think we need to test this out on someone else's house. Oh boy, okay, I forgot how to actually place the dynamite down. This is very much dangerous to do. I need to figure out what I'm doing. But yep, I love when the house just disappears. But there we go, we even got the house a little bit next to it. So this is definitely as effective as I was hoping. And you know, I'm a bit upset that I don't get to make the actual nukes because they're disabled in the mod for whatever reason, I guess just because they're destructive. This still makes me very happy to see. So let me just check. Is all I need to do just... Okay, all I need to do is just click. But if you're... Wait, what? Why was I not... Is it if you're... Huh. Weird. I don't know why it wasn't letting me place it. Oh! Ah! Okay. Don't break it, though. It explodes. Maybe I was just placing it in places where it couldn't be placed. Oh, that would make sense. If I tried to place it on carpet, it would break itself and then it would detonate. Okay, so yeah, you just gotta be a little bit more careful. Or, I do, sorry. And you know what? I'm gonna test this one more time just because. This time, let's fill up a couple houses. Let's test this again. If it's a block I can actually place it on, I can place it fine. Okay. So this time, we'll actually test the remote detonation. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, that takes a second to explode. Ooh. Alright, is it gonna get both houses? It sounds like it's doing pretty good. Yeah! Alright. That got quite a bit more than I intended for it to, but you know what? This makes me happy to see. I am very, very happy to have these explosives. Probably a little more happy than I probably should be, but you know what? That is perfectly fine. Last test. Let's just find a cave or something. Actually, let's go find a mountainside. Let's just see how much of a mountain we can take off. I'm probably placing these a lot closer together than I need to. I don't exactly know their blast radius because I tested one on pure stone and the rest of these have just blown up everything in the vicinity. But I'm just going to place down every single bomb that we have made, and then I need to dig this out, put that there, attach this. Alright, in 3, wait, I'm actually going to get a bird's eye view for this one. In 3, 2, 1. Alright. Whoa, okay. That looks nice. I can safely say that we have scalped this mountain. And on that note, I think this is going to be all for this time. I hope you enjoyed. I'm not too sure what we're going to be doing next time, but I am very happy with the results we got in this episode. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.